Greetings. I did a reading for you, but I got a little carried away talking about stupid people, so I didn't post it. I started to, and I mean, if you want if an angel oracle reading, where I basically go off on stupid people sworn to serve and protect. That's just what it is. Simple enough. Anyway, so I posted on my Facebook, and we'll just hit the main details because it's really nice. We want to leave things open. We really don't want them to know what's going on. I thought about that. I was a little bit more detailed in the reading, but if you want to see it, I mean, you'd have to got your nose. You'd have to find a way to get your nose back to make me post that reading. Simple because I did. I went off. On it. Simple enough. So anyway, I posted her clickbait on my Facebook, and wouldn't you know, someone was sentenced to 30 years in this community hearing voices when y'all were talking about gin whispers and things of that nature. So yeah, it's obviously backfiring pretty good. Now, if you'll remember Halloween last year, what are you doing and why? Why are you doing that? She says, because I am king of the castle. And I just bark at things. Anyway, this time last year, she had bees in the reading today. She had cowboys and aliens. That was nifty. And I told the whole story in the reading, but I've told it before. But I mean, stupid people energy crept into the reading, so I just didn't post it. Anyway, yeah, I go listen to her reading because she talked about bees and she talked about cowboys and the journey. And I mean, it's what it is. I mean, this time last year, Chicago had a reading, and she had TJ's initials in there. My uncle, he was known as the meanest man in Natural Dam. This reading, she was talking about, ascended masters and angels and ninjas and all kinds of cosmic beings. She said, "Do you see like a beehive in the woods? There's like one queen with all these beings protecting that one queen." And I can remember this time last year, Texas lost a rodeo horse to bees, and I posted that on this channel last year, and it was Chicago Beta, whatever. She had posted TJ's initials and bees. So I sat back and I waited. And then we did. We had a rodeo horse in Texas swarmed by bees right after she had posted that video. Now today it was a nor'easter hit New Jersey and New York, and that was in the reading the day before. Yesterday, it's after midnight now, so it would have been the day before yesterday. So it's just like they're giving us like a day's notice before we get it on the news. Or we get it in tarot before you get it on the news. So when most people don't believe shit unless they see it on the news, and we get it before you do. So yeah, we don't care what you believe. Simple enough. Anyway, confirmation. Icebox shuts off. Anyway, you're going to have a very good Halloween this year because we've got people talking about possession and body jumpers and all this weird shit backfiring on these individuals. And after doing a little bit of research, I look. My uncle was a part of the Masonic Lodge in Natural Dam. Now, and I mean they're Natural Dam people. So Natural Dam. Anyway, I told the whole story in the reading, so I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm going to save the reading back just because I went off on stupid people. It's just what it is. I hear they're trying to downplay this and cover it up because they have a double standard in a profoundly sick and backward society. They have a double standard. So they'll be trying to downplay it. And I mean, hearing that and knowing that it's about to get really weird, it's best just not to give them any warning. It's best not to give them any more. Let it be a surprise. We all love surprises. we all love surprises. That way, when it happens, it's like, oh, well, that had something to do with it. No, 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 no. Our intuition is not to be, pulled into your dumb little games. Not at all. Not at all. We're better than the news. I know that for sure. If I can, if I know that there's a disaster about to hit New Jersey or New York the day before the news can tell me what, we really can't believe anything on the news anyway. And until we hear it through tarot the day before, it always works out better the day before. Simple enough. I mean, having the Pleiadian energy in the cards, that's from working with the Merkaba. So that's lining out pretty well. And shout out to Ronald McDonald. Shout out to Ronald McDonald. That he's the Earth Angel Demon Slayer that all of y'all are talking about. I don't know how to get a hold of. I need some demon slayed, Ronald McDonald. So with you being that demon slayer in my comments, by all means, let us know how we can get a hold of you. We've got work for you. We've got some work for you to do. Simple enough. It's simple enough. It's just what it is. I mean, if you've got people trying to stop your business, I got to know what business it is. Simple enough. Simple enough. Let's see what else. Okay, anyway, when I hear aliens, bees, and cowboys, and I mean, that's kind of where I went off, because they're going to look, though there's certain cowboys are going to look for ways to downplay that shit the best that they can, because they're good old boys. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You just can't teach old dogs new tricks. And they're looking for everyone to blame except themselves. They take care of their own. So we want them to be super surprised when whatever happens. We want them to do the work. We want them to go back and watch all these videos and get their notes going and get it all good. It's always good to be prepared. Always good to be prepared. Anyway, I will be putting TJ's obituary in the comments, just so you ladies can see the energy once again that you have in your cards. Because I mean, when I hear bees and the cowboy's journey, it's just what you got to think. Cowboys journeyed from 3 different states for that man's funeral. They shut the highway down. It was pretty interesting stuff. And when I hear that energy in the cards about the ancestral lineage of whatever's going on, you're talking about a man who he broke horses for a living, things of that nature, and he had a horse fall on him, had a very profound spiritual awakening right before his passing, to the point he was hearing voices. Da 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 da. It's just what it is. And I mean, when I'm out there on a low road, I connect to the nature pretty good. So it's just what it is. Just what it is. Simple enough. However, that's that energy that doesn't understand. Oh God, he's just going crazy. Well, I mean, he was going through a traumatic experience, which causes a spiritual awakening. So, anyway, it is cool to see that energy in the cards, and I mean that lets the cowboys waking up. That lets the cowboys waking up go, oh well, shit. If a Masonic rodeo legend is coming through the cards and passing messages on from the other side, maybe all these influencers haven't completely poisoned their souls, since their incarnation is to be cowboys. They didn't incarnate to play angels and demons and cowboys. They didn't do all that shit. But I'm sure they do have a pretty good connection to God, and want to they do want to know the things that are going on, but they won't do the work. They won't they never listen. So I'm just not going to talk anymore. I don't care. That's what it is. And I know they want to see me unbalanced, but I prefer to be like when they're at their last couple breaths that you girls keep talking about. Then that's when they can see me go off. Oh, breathe, damn it, breathe. That's simple enough. Shit. That's what it is. Anyway, and you got to keep in mind, last year at Halloween, we were having a good time, weren't we? It was on this channel. These girls are already talking, confirmation. These girls are already talking about whatever these individuals have conjured up. She explained it being mirrored back to them like a hive of bees protecting the queen. So take it for what it's worth. People have had a year to stop and they did nothing but ramp up the energy. So there's really, to me, there's no reason in really reading it, talking about it, because there's nothing they can do. We have to say, get your popcorn, Pisces. We get to get our popcorn and sit back and watch karmic retribution in full force. She's talking about shadows and ascended masters, bringing in their spiritual ninja techniques and shit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I just know it's going to be so shockingly unbelievable you won't have any chance but to understand. Don't ever, whatever they did, they'll never do it again. It'll be that simple. That's what it is. When I hear that energy in the cards of car accidents and fire magic backfiring and blah 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 blah. Okay, great. Can't do anything about that. Doing everything they can to knock someone's crown off. Okay, cool. Number one, you would have to have a crown. You would have to have a crown for them to knock it off. Simple enough. Simple enough. You would have to have and I mean, having the knowledge is one thing, but then utilizing it and practicing with it, that's completely different. People can say anything. Oh, I'm this, and this. Great. Well, how did you do any of that? That's what it is. You got to ask questions. Simple enough. However, I do appreciate your comment, Ronald McDonald, but if they're trying to take a house from the Earth Angel, if they're trying to steal land from the Earth Angel, if they're trying to steal spiritual gifts from the Earth Angel, if they're trying to sacrifice the Earth Angel for land, a house, a business, and investments, please tell me, Ronald McDonald, where is your Ronald McDonald house? Where's your Ronald McDonald business? Simple enough. And how are you slaying demons? Because I want to know your technique. I want to know exactly what technique you use, because that's a pretty profound statement to make. How are you slaying demons? I mean, like, and what is your definition of a demon? Simple enough. Simple enough. It's funny. Get prepared. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time watching all of this backfire. I mean, the best thing I can do in a situation like this is I'm going to take their nose. I got their nose. Simple enough. And while I have their nose, and it's what it is. I mean, if they're trying to knock the halo, the Earth Angel has done the work to ascend up the chakra system to activate that glows, then I'd love to know how you did it. That's what it is. There's specific techniques. I don't know. Do you teach these techniques? Because it is a teacher that pulled it off. So, I mean, if you're teaching demon slaying and things of that nature, where do you teach these things at, Ronald McDonald? Simple enough. Anyway, we will continue looking, and it's what it is. And I mean, once again, it's the Earth Angel that these ladies are talking about them trying to sacrifice is over a business. So, I can't resurrect an Earth Angel with a business if they don't have a business, because it's what the readers keep saying. The Earth Angel standing 10 toes down on business. They want to stop you from teaching, speaking your truth, shut your platform down. I mean, all that energy goes around that Earth Angel. So, for me to help you with any of those things, you have to have those. I can't help you with those things if you don't have them. Simple enough. So, anyway, your Masonic energy that was in that reading, and I posted on my Facebook, so I can go back to it, listen to it again. Anyway, talking about standing, they're amazed because you're standing in your true energy, because they can see it. They can see the light that triggers their demon. So, I want to see this light. I got demons I want to trigger. Simple enough. and when I hear this demon slaying, because that's what it said, I'm the earth angel they're looking for, the demon slayer. Great. So how do you disintegrate these energies? Can you see them when you disintegrate them? Because that's why I do it. There's nothing like seeing an entity with your astral sight and then grounding, shielding, and flashing it back to the light. Some use the erasure technique. Simple enough. I don't like erasure. I like to flash the shit out of it because I can watch it disintegrate right before my fucking eye. It's called grounding, shielding, and flashing astral entities for a reason. It's a Reiki technique. It's in the manual. It's in the manual. That's what it is. I mean, I love to hear you guys. When I hear Demon Slayer, I'm like, what? Like Reiki for entity removal? Is that how you're slaying these demons? That's what it is. That's what it is. So where do I find the Ronald McDonald House? The Ronald McDonald House of Demon Slayers. Simple enough. I want to donate. I can't donate to your business if you don't have one. You certainly can't resurrect the Earth Angel that they're trying to take out for a business and spiritual gifts if you can't demonstrate those gifts. Simple enough. Because they're trying to steal your spiritual gifts that come from your spiritual inheritance. So what are those? That's what it is. We know that individual is a reader and a healer and a teacher. Okay. Let me go with that. So, I mean, if you don't have a platform where you read, you don't have any information to teach. It's funny, and I'm not teaching anybody shit until I find that Earth Angel they couldn't sacrifice for those reasons. I think that's kind of the funny part to all of this is they're trying to stop the Earth Angel from completing their destiny when a fucking karma Earth Angel bringing them karma is their destiny. Makes no sense to me. That's what it is. Simple enough. So anyway, yes, standing in your true energy. Thank you for that beautiful clickbait. Having bees protecting the divine feminine. I'm assuming you mean the negative feminine mutable divine 316. Okay. We can go with that. However, you will be happy to know that clickbait on my Facebook today mentioning bees with that cowboy energy that will be in the comments was the same energy that Chicago had last year around this time with the same fucking information on this channel a year ago. Chicago was able to call out TJ's initials. That's what it is. There's your Masonic, there's your Freemason energy. It's in the it's in the obituary. Simple enough. But I mean, if these girls are correct about car wrecks and accidents and it's spiritual warfare returning back to these individuals, that's what it is. However, when you have fucking energy that's in my family, that's what it is. I mean, they're not called the fucking natural damn jinn for no reason. Egyptian devil's jinn is what it is you're talking about. Those people were raised on tribal land. That's the entire point of the ancestral curse that all these readers are talking about. Right? That everything that these people built was during prohibition with alcohol. Shit. That's what it is. So, enjoy. Just be what it is. And when I hear a reader talking about the government is trying to steal land from the Earth Angel, the Federal Fish and Wildlife is already named on the fucking inheritance. That's why I can't figure out. That's why that energy is so wonky. How can the government steal something that they already own? Mind blowing. That's why these people are in such a fucking pickle. You've got low level fucking state level people trying to fuck with the federal fish and wildlife. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life. Think about that. You've got some fucking state level government official trying to fuck with land with a game warden that can fucking bust in your shit with no warrant if he thinks you've got a poached animal in there. People are stupid. State fucking United States wide. He doesn't have a jurisdiction. Federal government. There's a huge difference between your state level shit and the federal government, fellas. I'm sorry that you got involved with the inheritance. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life, and I don't care. I don't care about any of that shit. It's nobody's fucking business. That's what it is. You're talking about people, people trying to steal something that we've had our entire lives. How the fuck are you going to steal something that we've had our entire lives? What are you going to fucking do with it if you take it? Simple fucking enough. Simple enough. Right? And as you got to keep in mind, you've got people that are casting magic at this shit. Okay, great. So who is that affecting? Does that affect everyone that is tied to those things? Fucking what a mess. People who didn't do their fucking research. I can't do anything about that. I don't care. It's not my problem. It's not my problem to worry about. Not my problem to worry about. However, beautiful reader whose clickbait is on my Facebook. You brought up a hive of bees in the woods protecting the queen with cowboy and fucking alien and angel and ascended master energy yet again. Okay, this is a repeating pattern because that same energy was in Chicago's reading last year around this time, right before the wrong fucking dead dad for Thanksgiving. And a rodeo horse got swarmed by bees, made the news, and Chicago let us know days before it happened, just like they let us know the day before yesterday about New Jersey and New York's state of emergency today. That's what it is. Simple enough. And here we are. Now I have to flip it around since they want to play the victim. Okay, great. You guys had enough yet? Simple enough. We know they want to play the victim so bad because what they're putting out is going back on them. Great. Have you little victims had enough of fucking punishing yourselves yet? Anyway, and she was right. She said it would be the ancestors don't give a shit. We don't care what they do. They want to bring destruction to a chosen one's life. We're going to mirror it right back to them. And they are. Okay. Fucking great. You're talking about the spiritual world. They do not give a shit about puny fucking mortal humans. It's what it is. They said stop. You didn't listen. Now you got state of fucking emergency in that area where the problem was fucking coming from. So you're not confirmation. You're not going to have a reader tell me that they're playing with voodoo dolls and shit in New York the day before you get a state of emergency declared there. Simple enough. Simple enough. With the initial of a fucking doctor that I rejected and wouldn't work with. He needed a fucking job. Okay, cool. Then you can put on a shirt before you get on a Zoom call with me. That's why I figured I'm doing readings and lose my shit because of stupid fucking people. That's what it is. And we hate to hear that. I hate to say it. That you're fucking stupid. Absolutely asinine, retarded. Fucking people with Down syndrome are smarter than these people. These people with mental disabilities have a fucking moral compass. These people have none. And they don't give a shit who they hurt. They don't give a shit who they hurt. You got people offended because I say retarded person, and what? What are they doing? They're hurting them. Getting offended over words, but don't give a shit about these people's actions behind the scenes. It's fucking the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life. Absolutely stupid. Right? And what? Because you've got kitty diddlers that you're protecting. Plain and simple. It will always revolve around that. Everything is getting so messed up right now because those who are sworn to serve and protect are protecting fucking reptilians and kitty diddlers out of fear. Cool. Enjoy that shit. Enjoy that shit. That's why they don't like the tarot community. And their only option is to say, you're crazy. Great. Well, if we're crazy, why are you having to declare states of disaster when fucking crazy told you the day before you declared it? The day before anyone could say anything, would they have even said anything if they didn't hear it in tarot first? Didn't come in on my Google until after I heard it on tarot and it came out in her cards before my eyes. Simple enough. Simple enough. So yeah, buckle up. she said, I don't know what made any of these people think that divine intervention or divine justice would be pretty in any way, shape, or form. That's what it is. Simple enough. So, everyone enjoy. You got to think, what is the difference between the one individual whose destiny they were trying to stop and the greedy people who don't want you to know that they were willing to do anything for $1. They didn't care who they hurt. They didn't care how many states of emergency needed to be called. They didn't. That's what it is. I know, as being a QHHT practitioner, that we're here to manipulate energy. Simple enough. Reiki, that's energy manipulation between me and a client. Okay, great. A painter, that's manipulating energy. No. These fools have took it up to weather manipulation. they've took it up. They've took it up to dark magic. They took it up to necromancy. Simple enough. Simple enough, because they want money and power. We were born with that. Why would you have to accumulate something you were already born with? Simple enough. Oh, that's right, because they have to take it from you. So it is not theirs. And knowing that this transfer of wealth is it's going to be a battle. They R. Okay, we'll give you that. The universe doesn't understand a joke, and it's mirroring back your intentions. They're intending not to give it up without over my cold, unalive fingers. Okay, the universe is going to give them what they want. The vibration has raised to that point. The Schumann resonance of the earth. These timeline jumps and skips, it's what it is. They're manifesting it, and they're too stupid to realize that. What you put out goes back on you. So now all these people are scrambling and freaking out because all they can think about is, oh God, look at all that I've put out that's coming back on me. Simple enough. They put out illusion. Cool. Now we spark truth. They're having to live in an illusion. Okay, great. Simple enough. Simple enough. I have to reap what I've sowed too. I activated my astral sight. Now I get to live in the realms of frequency and light like a normal, consciously unconscious INFJ human. Thank you, Scott Morgan, licensed MBTI counselor, that taught me exactly how people would, not only what they would do, but why they would do it. Simple enough. Simple enough. So, knowing that that is a very, very rare energy that these people are trying to duplicate, please tell me, Ronald McDonald, that's in my comments, where can we find you at, since you need to be so protected? We have to protect you. So they're trying to sacrifice you, Demon Slayer. Simple enough. Don't tell me you're hiding like the copycats. No. We got to get you up front and center. We want to make sure you're well known and protected. Simple enough. Simple enough. You know, if they're trying to stop your business, that's probably a pretty important business. So that's what it is. We got to get that up here, right? They're trying to sacrifice all of these things. I need you to produce the things they're trying to sacrifice. Because if you don't have those things, there's no reason for them to try to sacrifice you, other than they just don't like you. And I mean, that's acceptable as well, I guess. Simple enough. Anyway, yes, your bee energy, your cowboy energy. That's what it is. That was in the cards last year. Simple enough. Simple enough. Does it have Masonic energy attached to it? Absolutely, it does. So take it for what it's worth. That's what it is. Last year was a horse. What she just said was bigger than a horse. And Chosen 144 said, look out for the horse symbolism. So, bloop, 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 bloop. Fucking, it's all the puzzle pieces that the readers have now unified to bring together into the collective are now starting to collectively put together as a beautiful picture. It's just working out well. It's working out well. And that's my thing is if we already know the Earth Angel is an energy worker that has hijacked Tarot land with angels as an angelic Reiki master, I mean, it's what it is. You would have to have knowledge of angelic Reiki to be that demon slayer. How are you tormenting demons with angels if you got no connection to them? Simple enough. And it's what it is. We're looking for those who have that connection because people are shocked by your connection. We want to know how you got that. Simple enough. Simple enough. See, that's the thing is nobody asked me how I got mine, but I'm brave enough to ask them, how did you get yours? How did you get your connection? Simple enough. You ask me, I'll tell you. I'll tell you how I got my connection. Simple enough. Namaste.